Another celebrity at your request. We are going to look at Dwayne. We got a lot of questions to answer about him. I picked as many as I could. We'll be looking at is he going to do politics? What's next in his career? Is he a part of Pizzagate? About his daughters, about his family, about his wife, about his ex-wife. We got a lot going on here. So I pulled an oracle just to see what was happening, like where he's at right now, energy-wise. And it's all about timing. Not the right time. It's not the right time for him to be involved in something that could have something to do with politics. Doesn't mean that he's not going to do it. We'll see that later. But I kept hearing when I was meditating for him, I am real. Something about being real. I am real. Or this is the real me. And it feels like people want to know if that's the real him. And I got him kind of like pleading his case. I also got this high energy, like he does. Maybe this is probably his working out, maybe some kickboxing or something. I got some anger here. I got a lot of frustration that he has to release on the regular so that he doesn't release it on his own family. I do have that type of thing right here. Like discipline would be over discipline. If he screamed, it'd be too much screaming. And yet, he's this gentle giant at the same time and willing to conquer the world for anybody. I got that kind of feeling. And I do mean conquer because I feel like he wants to fight for people. I feel like he wants to be the person that is the bodyguard or the punisher. I have that type of feeling going on spiritually. So we'll see what that is all about. But what we do know right now is there are some things going on. There's some people in his ear. There is some opportunities around him. And it's not the right time for him to do something, which means that that's not a no. Definitely could be much later, but it's not the right time now. And I have him pondering and thinking of a lot of different things that he can do to make the world a better place, or make the people a better. He wants people to feel better. And he really hate when somebody is attacked. He really hate when someone is affected in some type of way. He's like the I just heard citizen arrest. Just heard that. Yeah, citizen arrest. It's not the right time for him to communicate about something. It's not the right time for him to communicate, to talk about something, to release words in a certain situation. It's not the right time for him to say something because he still has to complete the decision. So it's almost like make this next move in private. Make it in private because there is people around. The enemy can hear. That's what that feels like. So let's see. What is it? What you don't need to communicate about right now? He's being asked to be private. He's being asked to keep the next move and close to his heart, close to his spirit, close to himself, to be careful who he's speaking to. Yeah, there's a lot of mental thoughts and ideas going on. And it's important that he doesn't release information about his next move. Yeah. Great communication. But it's not the right time to release it because someone is watching. Possible Scorpio or Capricorn could be watching, could be paying attention. feel like some spies around him, or I feel like some people that will take this information and move it around too quickly. Feel something like that. And he hasn't made a final decision. He's still in the process of decision making right now about what path to take. Yeah, he's trying to figure out his soul path. He's trying to find out which step will be the best. So he got a change of life coming up. Change of life. And he's trying to be sure about this next move. The moment of truth is coming. What do you connect to? What are you talking about? What's stressing you? The idea is stressing him. What is the stress? It could be the politics you guys are talking about. But he's really, really reflecting over an idea and lots of conversation about this idea. And this idea must be private. It's a big decision. And then you got this person here watching. He knows that this thing can be toxic. He knows that he can risk his morals and values. I'm going to go with the politics on this one. But it's not the right time to make this decision. So that's where he's at. He is in limbo. He's in limbo. He is in the midst of this great conversation. It's positive, it's strong. He wants to fight. He wants to protect. He wants to be the bodyguard. He really wants to do it in a loving, caring way. And maybe that's why I kept hearing, I am real, or I am the real deal. It's something about real deal. Something about being real. The passion is here. The heart is here. The enemy is listening. The enemy is watching. He's afraid of the enemy. He's afraid of the cost it's going to take to make this decision. However, it's not the right time. Not the right time. Not the right time at all. I think we can see some major changes in what this conversation and choice is all about in Capricorn season. I really do feel like more information is going to be coming out around Capricorn season about what these thoughts are, what these options are, and may even have a choice by the end. He may have picked the path by the end. But it's not the right time for him to spill this information. So, at least we know where he's at when it comes to that. I feel like he got some support around him. Which takes us to that first question. Is he going to do politics? He's definitely thinking about something like changing. Definitely thinking about it. Just trying to find out how much he's going to lose. And how much he's going to sacrifice. That's what he's trying to think about right now. Consider. Like, okay. But how much I'm going to sacrifice. How much I'm about to lose. How deep this about to be. And if you know like I know, it's going to be very, very deep. So is he going into politics? He has a very strong, good spirit about him. Like, this is the uncle who takes care of everybody. Like, I can go to him and tell him, like, he hit me. And he's going to punish him. Is he going into politics? I just saw Jesse Ventura. I just saw Jesse. He's been speaking to him. They've been talking. Him and Jesse. They've been talking. They've been chatting. Video chatting. They've been, at nighttime, too. In the dark. They've been chatting with each other. They've been talking with each other. Just really getting a spiritual connection about. I got Dwayne as the listener. And I got Jesse really giving it to him. And giving it to him. Giving him this information of the fiery darts. Giving him information of the attacks. On how they can take you and spin you. And it's like he's going through this political just in case training. That's what that feels like. Yeah, so he's definitely in the midst of these conversations. Is he going to do it? I think we're going to get that answer probably sometime around, not probably, we'll know more about that in Capricorn season. I am for sure. Yeah, we should definitely be hearing a little bit more about the in or out. Yeah, he's definitely trying to grow himself in this area. He's being trained. I told you in the beginning I felt this kickboxing training, but I know that he is a healthy person, so this is probably normal, but he's also working out, mentally working out. Yeah, so some type of training and workout. He's definitely getting information. He's trying to groom himself some kind of way. But at the same time, he's not able to make it happen. I don't think this is for him. I don't think this is for him. I got him working towards it, talking about it, simmering with the ideas, communicating with close family and friends. I got him trying to groom himself for the politics to see how much he's about to risk, how much he's going to sacrifice and give away. But yet, I don't have nothing in him that can create it. It's like Spirit is not bagging it up right now. He's not bagging him up. So let's see what type of growth he does have. So he's going into politics. He's being groomed for it now. But I gotta know on the manifestation of it. It's not the right time. You have to come back and find out. This has been a burden process, just hearing all that it takes to become this politician. Is he going into politics? As of today, he's not going and walking nowhere. He's being groomed. He is going back and forth with the idea of it, and Spirit does not support it at this time. That would be my answer. What's next for him? Let's look into that. Nothing right now, I could tell you. His focus is on politics, but he doesn't have any support and any power behind it. Spirit is not pushing it forward. So we'll see what's next for him. Think he'll be sitting in this thought until the end of the year, till some type of shifting happens. What's next for him? Okay. Yeah. Got the moon. I felt like that too. He does not know what's next for him. And not only doesn't he know, he has to sit in this situation first and clear this out. And then we can find out what's next. So he's at a point of his life and career that he can make another elevation, kind of feel like, okay, I did everything. I made it to this point and I made it to this level. Now it's time for me to do a breakout session. I need to find the next thing to take me higher, meaningful. He's looking for a higher position. It's time for him to pick another path of life. It's time. It's time. And what's next for him? He'll be sitting in this daydreaming type of fog until he sees it. What's next for him is reflection, finding himself, finding the next person. It's like out of all because he looks like a carved image to me in the spirit. He feels like an uncle, but he looks like a image. He looks like a graven image to me. He looks like someone has cut him out of rock. Oh, duh. So I got this concrete block and they just carved him out. And he's at a point where it's time to carve him even more. Carve him into something else. So he'll be staying in his energy right now. And actually, all my clients this week, including myself, there's been a lot of purging and reflection right now. So thank you, Pisces. But yeah, this is where he's at right now. He won't receive the messages that he desires. He's sitting with his self, trying to see what his next graven image is going to be. Well, you know, he's idolized, so yeah, that makes sense. And he fears the devil every single time. Or this Capricorn is a big part of him problem solving. Could be his counselor, could be his therapist, or could be the fear of being bound by something when it comes to making his next move. He knows that this next elevation, because it will be an elevation, but he knows that when he chooses it, he has to commit to it. And I have this fear of bondage right here. So what's next in his career? He's going to be laying low right now. Laying low, looking at the mysteries of life and trying to find out information to make decisions on his next step. He is really in this energy for the rest of this year. I don't have any new messages coming in on his career. I don't have offers. No, I have him sitting, reflecting, and being prepared for elevation. So what's next in his career is absolutely elevation. Probably like a double portion. This will be a double jump. It feels like he jumps twice. But he needs to see it first. And things are still being carved out. Carved into the image. Yeah, still being carved out. It's not the right time for him to make a move on a career, make a move on politics. He's a sitting duck right now, y'all, because this next move is big. I don't know what it is, but he's at the moment of elevation. Yeah. You want to know if he was a part of Pizzagate? Let's see. I heard the real thing again. I just hear this real. It's real. I'm real. I'm the real deal. Real deal. Real thing. It's macho type of talk. And keep hearing that. But is he a part of Pizzagate? Is he a part of Pizzagate? I heard not a fan. And my cards kind of went like a fan too. I heard like not a fan. No, no, and no. No, no, and no. But he knows. But he knows. This is not his thing. This is not his type of thoughts. This is not his mental desires. This is not something that he has a mental connection to. Like, get that out of here. I heard that. At first I heard not a fan. He's not a fan of this. He's not a fan of this question. He's not a fan of the Pizzagate. He don't even want to hear that. When it comes up, it's like, get that out of here. But he do know. And let's see what he knows. But this is not a conversation or a topic that he would. Don't you know how they say conversation could be? Sometimes they say it was something that's coming up that may affect the listener. It's like, that type of moment. And his household is ran like that. There's certain conversations that just can't be talked about in his house. And that's not something that they put on the table. But that doesn't mean they don't have a knowing. Yeah, but that message is just not suitable. That's how it felt. Like, that's just what we don't talk about over here. Get that out of here. We don't talk about that over here. But let's see what he knows. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Oh, yeah. He knows it's happening. He knows it exists. He knows that. But he's not entertaining it. Yeah, he's not entertaining it. He's not a part of that. He has a knowing that it's happening. This is a conversation that is not suitable for his ears. He's not a fan of this. He's not a part of this. Okay? Okay, you wanted to know if his daughters were safe. Okay. We don't question it. We just do it. I just heard, of course. I got this little this talk about him just feels that way. Like, of course. Of course. I know. I felt him as the bodyguard before, and I felt him over disciplining situations that he has authority over. And I told you I felt this feeling of, like, if something wrong, call me. Call me. It could be plumbing, and it can be, I can come as the Punisher. It just call me. He's the neighborhood watch. That's how this feels. Is his daughter safe? There could be some things that he can be considering too. When it comes to the politics, he could be, because I kept hearing, what would I lose? What would I lose? What would I sacrifice? How much it's going to be. I kind of felt that type of feeling. So let's go. One more time. I'm going to look at that again. Well, I'll tell you this. His daughters are safe, but I do feel like someone's watching them. I did feel that. I saw them like having a good time in the bedroom, laughing and laying across the bed. Then I just seen someone on the outside, like looking in. Not able to see a face, but looking in. You know, predators are everywhere. But I did have that feeling of they have been looked at. Someone has looked at them. I don't know what that means. But they are safe. They are safe. Okay. So I don't want to sit on this too long because we do got a lot of questions. And when I get this feeling, it goes all the way. And we're not focusing on that as of today. But let me just give you this. These daughters has had their hands in situations that could have alert certain predators, and they have been looked at for a while. They are safe based on the question that you asked. Yes, they are, but they have had their hands in something. They have been touching some things. The chapter is almost closed, it feels like. So if my example to this information that I'm seeing in the spirit will be like they went into some dark webs and kind of attracted some things, and they're pulling away from it now. But yes, they are safe. Okay, so let's see our next one. him and his family. Okay, so let's see how he's feeling about his family. Maybe they can help us connect too to the previous question. That was a good line up. How you feeling about your family these days? Yeah, he definitely has some heavy things on his mind. He has some things to protect, and he has some opportunities to neglect. I get that. You can't save the world, but his desire is to save the world. How do you feel about your family? Maybe there's some neglect there. I heard the word twice, neglect. Let me see. Yeah, I got some neglect here. Yeah, I got some neglect here. Very passionate about his family. Love his family dearly. Unconditional love. He loved them. He's there. But there's also some type of neglect here between him and the family. There's a space between them. And at the end of the day, I keep getting the devil as this outcome. The devil was the outcome and not the right timing on this oracle. The devil was the outcome or the fear or the thing that matters the most when it comes to politics. It's the same thing in his career. It wasn't in Pizzagate. And it's here again when it comes to his family. He recognized darkness, and he knows that it's always present. He knows that the enemy and the deceiver and the bondage and the toxic, he knows that these energies are there and present. And that's where probably that neglect is at. So that makes sense. This is the dad of the year. It's like the kids will probably say, Dad is so concerned about this and this and that, and he won't even take us on a vacation. That's kind of like how this feels. Like Dad is so concerned about what could happen that is not happening. Spend time with us, emotionally connect, be here, be present. I got neglect here. Let's see this neglect. I'm not worried about the passion because it's there. It's even there for me. The passion is even there for you. And I'm serious. He has passion for people in the world. But we got neglect here when it comes to the family. What is that? This could be the kind of guy that focus on career and the things of the earth and the world, and so busy trying to disarm the alarm that he emotionally fades away from the family. Yeah, see, I got disconnect here. Lack of attention. Yeah, definitely some space right there. Yeah, some space. You know, that's the thing with superheroes, though. It's usually something they always leaving behind at times. So when it comes to him and his family, to answer your question, he loves his family dearly, 100%, passionate. He is not only physically there, he's ready. He's able and ready to protect them. And there is some emotional disconnect between the family as well. So that's definitely something that is going on. Is his wife with him for love? Well, let's see. That's a different turn. It's his wife with him for love. Let's see how his wife feel about him. How does his wife feel about him? I heard the word real deal again. It's kind of being repeated a lot. Okay, so let's see how she feels. Yeah, so I got this unbalanced spirit here, wishing things were better than what they are, feeling like she's being treated unfairly. But the center of everything is she loves him. It's the real deal, y'all. And I haven't had a message this good for a celebrity. It's the real deal. Some kind of way he was able to stay down to earth. He got some type of favor on him. He is not being controlled and pulled around here. Not at all. He is in charge of his kingdom. So yeah, we can look a little bit into those things that isn't concern. But I need for you to know the love is real. Yeah, how she feel about him? Oh, she love him. This is her partner. This is her partner. She's in it for love. But she feel like there is some injustice going on between this relationship. Let's see what that is, because the family did too. Family as a whole. So let's see what's going on. Why do it feels imbalanced and shaky? And we just got to clear out some things. She believes there are some things they need to clear out in this relationship. They could be having issues with a child. Could be having issues with someone on the outside, a Libra, that needs to be cleared out a check. It's very possible. But they got some issues, some things that need to be worked on. And there you go again, this card of no working. I've seen this already in another question. Let me take a moment. Oh, the neglect. See, I don't show you guys the cards because of this very moment. This Eight of Pentacles in reverse came up as neglect to me earlier. Not today. Now this moment is like, I don't want to work on it. Some things I just don't want to touch and work on. I don't want to bring up those certain situations. They have had some experiences. They may have had some traumas in the marriage or in the family. I feel like it's the family more than a marriage. Okay, so I believe that there's been some type of traumas, some things, some tower moments that has happened in the family as a whole. And it just feels like they didn't get the therapy that they needed. It's something that they don't want to talk about. How about that? And I don't even have the Eight of Wands here, but it's something that has not been cleared out all the way. It's something that hasn't been talked about. There is an injustice that happened between the two of them that they really haven't closed the chapter on. It's not completed. And maybe if she bring it up to him, he doesn't even want to talk about it. He doesn't want to do the work. It's like, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about what happened. We need to talk about, I just saw a bicycle. We need to talk about what happened. Did someone die? Did someone die? Did someone get murdered? Was there an accidental death? Was there some type of accidental tragedy? Something that has happened. And I just felt my heart racing as I see her trying to get him to release and clear out. And he's not ready to do that. Let's find out why not. Why they're not working on this situation. They're holding on to each other. It almost feels like it just has this feeling of they hold on to each other instead of working through the situation. But this love is real. She has true love for him. She loves him dearly. She believes that he is her rock. He is her everything. He is her foundation. She just feel like things need to be completely dealt with. Like, we need to finish this marriage counseling. We need to finish this therapy on this trauma. We need to say how we feel about this pain. There's a pain here. Let me try one more time on this pain. Something happened. And maybe just something happened to him that he doesn't want to be completely transparent about to her. Oh. I just saw a violation towards him. And this could just be a part of some childhood stuff, or yeah. Something has happened to him, which happened to them, and they are holding on to each other. But she really feels they need to work it all the way through. Her feelings is real. He is her rock. Yeah. Is he cheating? Let's see. That could be the past issue that's not completely healed. That could be. And actually, I say a past issue, but even if it happened in 1988, I don't know where that year come from. You guys can look up and see what's going on in his life in 1988. You could do that. Even if it happened at that timing, it's actually fresh. It's still fresh today because no one is completely talking about it. I mean, they just know of it, but they're not going through the process. So, is he cheating on his wife? Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I didn't feel it no way. No. His third party is his memories. Amazing. He kind of felt like an air sign right then. But I don't have him in physical contact like that. I don't have him pulling that in or initiating it. I do have him tied up with his thoughts. I have him tied up with his memories. I got him tied up in the unfair things of life. I got him tied up right there. It's like the hobby is to be frustrated about what he thinks. Okay? I know sometimes that stuff don't make no sense. Does his ex and daughter like the current wife? Let's see. I just heard it doesn't matter. Don't he say that too? Doesn't matter. Just said it doesn't matter. He talks a lot. He talks a lot. He talks a lot. I heard it doesn't matter in the spirit. I heard it doesn't matter. But I think you may be on to something because I got this Libra here again. She could be a part of the thing that's not cleared out. The wife has a Libra energy that makes her unsettled in her connection to him. And when you ask if the ex and daughter like this current wife, it's calm. I don't have any cups. They're patient with each other. They're patient with each other. They're not as strong as they could be, but they're patient with each other. If the ex, daughter, or the current wife is a Leo, she can be the main one that has the disappointment in the cluster of them. But I'm going to go with the energy I got off of him. It doesn't matter. They like each other enough to be in peace and have peace and tranquility in a situation. It's a respect here. And I think that he keeps this respect in order. It's very, very possible that this ex that you asked me about could have something to do with the way she feels about him. I do want to put that in there. I saw some connections there. Yeah. Is it a divorce on the way? Oh, this doesn't even connect based on these energies that I've been getting. But let's see. We do know we got some spiritual divorcing going on because there's some neglect there. That we know in the family and even in the traumas of their relationship. But let's see. Is it a divorce on the way? just heard that the marriage is his protection. It's almost like a covering, like a shield. You know, a woman can cover a man. You guys need to check out some of my workshops, but a woman can cover a man with her strength. It's a really amazing story. I did a little lesson on it, but I feel like the marriage was a protection, and the marriage is a shield. It's a shield, and when you're shielded by something, you can do what? You can stay strong in the inside. Y'all gotta learn how to stay in the inside. Okay, I'm crazy. All right, let's go. No. No. What keeps them together is the previous joy, the previous happiness. I don't have no actions towards things like that. I'm telling you, he runs his house. He got order in that sucker. And when I say house, I'm talking beyond the structure. Everybody he's raising, everybody he's a mentor to, spiritual father, whatever you want to call it. He has a tribe. And he keeps that in order. There's order. That's not stuff that's on the table. It's this Knight of Swords in reverse. Like, we don't do that over here. Same way about that piece of gate. Like, get that out of here. There's an order here. And there's also a shield of protection around this marriage. And it feels like it's for him. So he can stay strong. Previous happy moments keep them together. But I don't see any divorce on the way. I don't see them wanting to move in this type of direction at all. Even if the worst happens, I don't think it's on the table. And you know, that's that thing about attraction. That's that thing about manifestation. Don't even put it on the table if you don't want it. Don't even put it on the table. That's not even a part of your conversation. It's not even a part of hypotheticals. It's just not a part of our life. We don't discuss certain things. I just learned something from his energy just now. Like, we don't do that over here. Hell, I can't wait to say that to somebody. Like, we don't do that over here. You better what? Let's get back, because I've been enjoying myself. Does he have another soulmate near future? Wow. That's an amazing question at this point, because when I was saying that his family is beyond the structure, and then I said he had his own tribe, he has his soulmates. Yeah, he's with them now. And we can see if there's another one to come. But I think he's connected to a tribe right now. He's already connected. He is not lost in the spirit. And if you're talking about another partner, I don't see room for a partner right now. But let's see what happens. Reminds me of a sitcom dad. Like, he can really do a sitcom with him as a dad. And kind of like just a sitcom about this family man, and the dad is the main idea that keeps everything together through the harsh times, the happy times, the sad times. And I just see them as a family sitcom right now. Really, really do. If you're talking about partner, no. But there are other like-minded soulmates coming near him or with him. But I don't feel this person as romantic for some reason. But do we ever feel a soulmate romantic? A lot of times we don't, right? You should get some messages on your soulmate. It really enlightens you. And it teaches you how to work that title. You want to learn how to work your title from spouse, wife, husband, twin flame, soulmate, situationship. Learn how to work your title. Get you a nice little message on that. It's really, really helpful. I got an Aries that comes into, I said to play. I'll keep it like that. I got an Aries that comes into play. It's Aries. I got an Aries here that comes out to play. So the near future, we do have this Aries soulmate here. This can be an Aries in his life right now, but come in to take the role of something. This can be the soulmate taking the lead in the situation right now. But I do have an Aries here coming to rise up and play a part in on his journey. And we can see what they coming to do. They come with lots of strength and understanding. And for his good. Yeah, for his good. Now the Aries coming to help him deal with some of the... Oh, okay. That goes back to the wife. There are some places that is unloved and unhealed. And there is some places that you can only remember the first 13 seconds because it makes him want to collapse. I have an Aries here and maybe even a possible Leo that comes in the near future, according to your question, to deal with these short clips of pain. This Aries comes with this power and strength and this testimony to how to get past these images, mini clips of pain. That's how it looks. Like it's really 30 seconds, but he can only do about 8 because it makes him collapse to the floor. I do have an Aries here in the new future that he will greatly appreciate. Okay, so I'll leave that like that. Does not feel romantic, but that's that thing with soulmates. A lot of times it doesn't. You just know that is it. You know that's it. Like that's it. That's it right here. You know it. Feel like a glove. Is he abusive? Well, we got some of that earlier. He's more abusive to himself than anyone else, but he definitely can be intimidated to the people that he loves, and he definitely can over discipline. Say for instance, the gardener cut the wrong bush. Depending on what kind of day it is, he can really like not fire him, but suspend him for 30 days. So I kind of got this abusive type feeling. And then somebody asked us he loved black people. Hey, he say he the real deal. He does. I believe that he do. I do get some abusiveness on him. I would definitely say emotionally and excessive punishment towards people by becoming invisible, abandoning moments, abandoning healing moments, abandoning the feelings of other people. Yeah, I feel some of that. All right, last but not least, does he love black people? With the rock, it's cooking. How could you cook and you don't love black people? Not this way. I just think the answer is obvious for some reason. I think that's probably why I feel like that. One more time. One more time. Yeah. Definitely likes black people today. But he definitely has some injustice with black people yesterday. How about that? You know, I like you. But I had some serious, unfair, I've been wronged by you before. Yeah, I have an injustice here when that question came out. But I have this fool here saying, and today, we're going to say today, I want to work with you. I love you. I want to be with you. He has a new idea of black people. He has a new heart for black people. He has a new perspective of black people. And it's genuine today. But yesterday, that's what I'll call it, there is some injustice here. You guys might want to find out what these tragedies that he went through. They're inside of almost all of your questions. So you knew what to ask. Yeah. You could have dealt with a male black Virgo. He has had some issues with black people before. Oh, and okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. There has been some situations that he has had with other black people. But they enlightened him so much and brought him to a knowing that he never understood. And he's heavily connected to us too. Heavily connected. But he needed to be enlightened first. It almost feels like he found out that, let me do this one more time before I end. Okay. He has some injustices with black people, and he needed to be enlightened. Makes me feel like he spoke to some hierarchy black people, maybe religious leaders. He really got schooled and taught, and he found out how connected he is to black people. Why do it sound like, hey, I went down genealogy and felt that I was black too. That's how I just felt in this moment right here. He found himself inside of black people. But there was some injustices before. He makes me feel like he's black. That's what he make me feel like. Like, do I like being black? Feels like the question I think we should have asked, because it's a weird feeling. It almost feels like I didn't like being black until I was enlightened about how powerful I am and how much I count, and I understand the knowing of everything now. Now I am now I am connected to black people, and now I have this new light and new beginning, and I'm taking action for the people who was. Yeah, like I told you, he's a superhero. He's the Punisher. He want to fix this too. I'll tell you the truth. Going back to the original question, is he going into politics? I wish he could. But these are the kind of guys that's not selected. The real deal. Okay? All right. So, I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye-bye.